first story of the day comes to us from the Bitcoinist, right? And this is about HitBTC. And the headline is HitBTC is the longest running fraud, investigator claims. So let's give you the rundown here. So in a recent Medium blog post, Richard Sanders, who is the lead investigator at CipherBlade, which is a crypto analytics firm, he claimed that HitBTC is, quote, the longest running and potentially largest scale criminally fraudulent entity, end quote, in the crypto space. Now, according to him, while the exchange markets itself as one of the leading exchanges, they are in fact, quote, a wolf in sheep's clothing, end quote. They are likely insolvent, he claims, and they only remain operational because there are users in the space that do not perform any sort of due diligence. And he went so far as to say that, quote, HitBTC is one of many examples of entities in the blockchain industry that must be eradicated, whether via being made irrelevant by consumer choice, intervention from authorities, legal action, or some combination thereof. Now, talk of HitBTC operating a scam and preparing to exit came from the likes of John McAfee and even Trace Mayer, when earlier this year, the exchange halted withdrawals. And according to Sanders, the exchange might itself be insolvent as it has been trading with user funds. Given HitBTC's lack of transparency, along with not permitting any sort of third-party audits, Sanders attempts to estimate their solvency based on the number of hot and cold wallets that they have relative to volume. And based on this metric, HitBTC's volume is too large compared to its Bitcoin reserves based on on-chain analytics. Here are the proof of reserves. So we can see here proof of reserves in Bitcoin, HitBTC 243 Bitcoin as opposed to Kraken's 100.5 thousand, Bitrex's 125.4 thousand, and Poloniex 10.9 thousand. Right? And if we look at their trading pairs total volume over the last 24 hours, we can see that HitBTC has $537 million in total trading volume, and volume generated per one BTC reserve is 2.2 million. These numbers do not add up, whereas every other exchange is in conjunction. So you guys want to talk about wash trading. So, as we say, based on this metric, HitBTC's volume is too large compared to its Bitcoin reserves based on these on-chain analytics. Other exchanges, which do perform, Bittrex, Kraken, Poloniex, which do perform third-party audits, can have a proven measure of solvency. Now, he claims that HitBTC would never allow an audit because it would reveal their fraudulent operations. And he suggested that the insolvency of HitBTC has financed lavish lifestyles for those at the top of the HitBTC scheme. Now, previous investigations into HitBTC's volume metrics, like the one published by Bitwise, reach similar conclusions. This is not the first time that an analytics firm has made this decision regarding HitBTC. And Bitwise stated earlier this year that it is easy to show that HitBTC volume is almost entirely fake. Quote from Bitwise. Now, Bitwise research also showed that Huobi and OKEX had huge proportions of fake volume built on small, real customer bases, but HitBTC was by far the worst example. Now, furthermore, HitBTC, he claims, is also guilty of listing many crypto assets of dubious quality. This unscrupulous approach attracts valuable victims, but otherwise demonstrates a disregard for ethical operations. For example, HitBTC maintained support for BitConnect, ticker BCC, even months after problems surfaced publicly surrounding that particular scheme, which we all know to be one of the largest pump and dump pyramid schemes in cryptocurrency, Plus token being the latest and largest. In contrast, other large-scale operations like Binance never even listed BitConnect or other highly suspicious coins. Now, HitBTC is also known for its unofficial charge of $250,000 for listing, quote-unquote, shitcoins to its platform, allowing many scam projects to reach a wider audience of investors and gain a foothold on CoinMarketCap, thanks to the platform's status as a leading exchange. Basically, running an operation where you can pay to have token success. Now, in cases where these lesser coins ended in exit scams, which many of them have, HitBTC would delist the coin and offer no recourse for their users, claiming that the entity or team behind the project remained anonymous due to security reasons. HitBTC management itself operates in a similar anonymous fashion, with Sanders explaining, quote, "In reality, the HitBTC team is anonymous because when, not if, the day of reckoning comes, whether that is becoming insolvent to a level where they cannot continue the selective scam charade, or whether it is corrective actions from authorities, nobody is willing to put their identity behind a fraudulent operation." Now, HitBTC does offer a unique attraction. It requires no KYC verification procedures in combination with no withdrawal limitations either. Instead, HitBTC practices an unusual policy where they merely encourage the user to submit KYC documents to avoid eventual verification procedures that are, of course, coming in the future. I've said that for a long time. Now, this leads to what Sanders calls, quote, selective scamming, in which users will have their accounts frozen out of the blue, citing the need to complete the postponed verification. And according to Sanders, this selective scamming scheme, the tip of the tongue, the teeth, the lips, has several steps. First, HitBTC will block users from withdrawing funds and force them to open up a support ticket. And then HitBTC gives vague timelines that are then extended on several occasions, citing various excuses. During this process, users are asked to provide their ID documents, only to have HitBTC attempt to drag out the process by requesting additional information, followed by requests for more time to verify the documents submitted by the end user. Now, HitBTC continues this charade with the goal of having their victims give up, perhaps realizing that the extent of the scam is evident and abandoning their funds while trying to preserve their identity details from what they now realize are fraudsters. Now, in rare circumstances where the victim's profile is high enough, or if they raise enough noise on social media to threaten HitBTC's credibility or reputation, that platform has unlocked frozen accounts. But those lucky few are said to be in the minority. Now, Sanders is now calling for everyone in the crypto community to help end HitBTC and, quote, their perfect crime, end quote. In a recent update, the CipherTrace Investigator said that HitBTC's days are currently numbered, as it is being reported that they are in a bit of panic with many users withdrawing funds and talk of the final exit scam being imminent. Let me know what you think. Am I completely wrong? Is Sanders wrong? Is HitBTC a bastion of authenticity and credibility? And are we just spreading FUD and completely wrong? Let me know in the comments section down below.